Hello, Internet. Back here on this little screen. And today, it's a pretty important day. This is the day the second official trailer for Venom has, come out, as you see at the top. Came out about an hour ago. And my thoughts on the Venom movie, the first trailer, I don't think you can see it here because they kind of want to bury that trailer because people really didn't like it because it didn't show Venom. But the second trailer, the official one, did show Venom, and look at all those views. 66 million. That's bigger than all the Spider-Man movies. So people are clearly excited about this. And so let's just watch the official trailer. We're gonna, again, no audio. We're gonna stop and pause to talk about certain things, but let's just get on with it. So there's Venom about to eat some dude's face off because if anything screams family friendly, it's this shot. Also, just to let everyone be clear, there's no Spider-Man in this movie. I know you're probably like, really? They're making a Venom movie without Spider-Man? How does that make any sense? Well, they're gonna do it. So that's just what we're gonna have to deal with. So let's just continue. The new trailer, as they call it. And also, this is gonna come out October 5th, and for October it basically has the whole month to itself because Mowgli, which was supposed to be in October, Warner Brothers at the 11th hour was just like, this movie's gonna bomb. Well, let's just ship it off to Netflix. And that's what they did. And yeah, I mean, the only real competition Venom really has is First Man with Ryan Gosling and Halloween. And that's it. I mean, Goosebumps 2 doesn't count because there's little to no crossover with those two. Because First Man and Halloween, especially Halloween, are more adult orientated. Like this is trying to be. It's probably gonna get an R rating. Wouldn't surprise me. So, yeah, let's continue. Yeah, Tom Hardy. So yeah, it's trying to explain it. Oh, I'm Eddie Brock. Tom Hardy is Eddie Brock. He's just like, oh, because if you don't know the comics, he's a reporter, and of course, he gets himself into the situation with the symbiotes or the symbiotes, as Jenny Slate said, infamously in that last trailer. So, yeah, this is 3 minutes. We have a lot to cover in this, so let's continue. Uh-oh, Tom Hardy, he's losing it. So, yeah, as you can see from this right here, the symbiote, I mean, you can't hear it, but the symbiote is symbiote. Whatever! It's talking to Eddie, basically kind of controlling his actions a little bit. Because, as you know, Eddie and the symbiote, symbiote, Eddie and Venom, well, Eddie and the symbiote, merge to form Venom, and that's where the trailer ends. But we're still in the beginning phases, so Eddie's starting to hear voices in his head, like he's Randy Orton. So let's continue. Uh oh. Uh oh. He's fully lost. He's gone completely demonic. Look at those eyes. Those eyes are there's no longer white in them. They're just lost all color. And yeah, yeah, judging by this shot, he's the symbiote is almost completely taken over him. So, yeah. In association with Marvel. This is not MCU. This is not an MCU movie. This is solely a Sony movie. This isn't like Spider-Man Homecoming where the two shared Spider-Man. This is Sony only. Okay? Just to make that perfectly clear. Let's continue. There's our villain right here. Riz Ahmed, I think. Whatever. He's basically saying, oh, the planet's close to collapse. He's one of those villains who thinks, oh, we have to use the symbiote to save the planet because reasons. Like he's friggin' Ozymandias from Watchmen. Basically, Ozymandias' plan was to destroy a good chunk of the world. That way the rest of the world can be at peace. It's a similar plan to that. If you haven't seen Watchmen, I highly suggest you watch it. It's super underrated. So, yeah. So this dude's just like, we're gonna use the symbiote. We're gonna use it to be the new species, the new life form. And I'm just like, that's not a good idea because these symbiotes are, let's just say, a little unstable. And if they get out of control, they're gonna start killing everybody, and that's not gonna be good. So you saw that poor guy. This guy is basically just like a lab rat. And he was just, I guess it was just a test to see what the symbiote would do. But I don't know what would happen to him. Maybe he'll be a new character. Maybe he'll be a second Venom. I know Carnage will not be in this. They might, because they said they might be saving Carnage for the sequel, which I think would be the smart thing to do if this does make money. And I think it will, because look at that trailer count, those views. People are clearly interested in this. So, yeah. Let's continue. Uh-oh. So you saw all that. Wait, I think we missed a spot. It was like, I think Venom was in his car. What? Yeah, you see that? You see that real close, right there. There's the symbiote. There's Venom, right there in the car. Right there. I just noticed that. Because this is my second time watching the trailer. I saw it, before I did this video, and I didn't notice that the Venom symbiote is like right there in the car. So that's a cool detail right there. Where were we? Oh yeah, we're right here. It's like Eddie uses the powers, the symbiote gives him, and basically uses them like extra limbs, more or less, just to take out all these generic bad guys. So, yeah, let's continue. Oh. You need to go back a little bit. Well, isn't that disturbing? This is perfect for Halloween. But, yeah, you saw like Tom Hardy's eyes. He just went full demonic. And as you see, I don't know where the symbiote, I don't know where it's connected. Probably to his back. But, he's just basically talking to them like a second voice in his head. Kind of like what you see in most shows, like they have like that voice in their head. This story is almost reminds me of Deadpool, and I'll explain that when we get to the end of the video, because we have a little while to go. Yep. Oh, he went all the way. There he is. I want to show you something. Okay, right here, this is where a little controversy comes in. As you can tell, I mean, it's not the closest distance, but there is no white spider on his chest. That's one of the things Venom is known for. He has like a white spider on his chest as like the yin to Spider-Man's yang, somewhat of that. But this Venom doesn't have that. Some people are like, "What the heck? Why are you doing this?" You have to understand, Spider-Man's not involved in this world, or at least we think he's not. Maybe they're just saving a surprise for later. But yeah, there is no white spider on Venom's chest. So take that for what you will. That can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, Venom, when he's like fully formed, just looks absolutely incredible, and you're about to see. Oh gosh, wonderful! Because Venom has that long tongue, and he's just licking this dude's face, and I'm like, I don't like where this is going. I don't want to know where this is going. If this is going the way I think it's gonna go, this is not gonna get an R rating. This is gonna get an NC-17 rating. There's like some guy in the comments just like, I've already seen enough hentai to know what's coming. I found that hilarious. So yeah, it's a wonderful shot for the family. I'm hoping this doesn't play in front of like a kids movie, because if it does, ooh, those parents are gonna be complaining. So yeah, this poor dude just getting his just his face licked by this horrifying looking creature. So yeah. So this October, so you got Venom just jumping around buildings, or jumping on up buildings. Yeah, so as you can tell right now, well, there's like this chick you saw that's gonna be the love interest of the story, because there's always has to be a love interest in these stories. So yeah, it's looking pretty interesting. That's the perfect thumbnail, isn't it? There he is, Venom, full force, screaming at your face. It's the perfect shot. So, I guess the real question about the movie now is how much Venom is going to be in this movie. Because it's probably going to be mostly Eddie Brock, and then like maybe like 30, 40, 50 minutes of Venom. I'm hoping it's more, Venom than Spider-Man 3. But we don't talk about that movie and what they did to Venom. So, yeah. Yeah, it's still a wonderful face to look at. I wonder if they're going to make Halloween costumes for Venom. They should. It'd be perfect. So, let's continue. Yeah. Oh, did you just see that? Hold on. We have to go back a little bit. Ooh, we have this chick. She's now has the symbiote in her. And I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's just like certain parts of it just split on to other people. Maybe that's, Woody Harrelson is supposed to be in this movie. He doesn't have a huge role, but the rumor is in the supposed sequel he's gonna be Carnage, which would be awesome. So, but yeah, I see the symbiote just kind of going off on other people, just seeing how they do. And yeah, this woman just has like, she used it as a sword. Yeah, poor Eddie Brock's just like, guys, I have like a, the vet, this is not a smart idea, because, me and Venom were kind of together, and if Venom goes full rage mode, you're all gonna die in pretty brutal deaths. So don't do it. And of course they do it. And there's Venom just throwing a guy casually, because why not? So, let's continue. Oh, I love this tagline. It says, "The world has enough superheroes." I love that tagline. It's perfect for this type of movie because Venom, as we all know, is not a superhero. He is an anti-hero. Well, at least in this movie, he's going to be an anti-hero. Although in most Spider-Man media, he is considered a villain. But in this movie, he's going to be more or less an anti-hero, similar to Deadpool. But Deadpool leans more a little bit towards the hero side, while Venom leans more towards the villain-ish side. So now I'll explain the Deadpool Venom connection at the end of this. So yeah, I love that tagline. Yeah. Whoa, I don't know if that might. Is that still Tom Hardy's Venom? Might be someone else's Venom. I mean, this movie has a ton of Venoms in it. It's gonna be an extravaganza, let me tell you. So, yeah. That's a lot of CGI. How much did this movie cost? Probably over 100 million. Because Venom, of course, is a character that requires a lot of CGI, and this doesn't look the greatest. It's not the greatest looking CGI. It looks kind of eh. Granted, it's still a trailer. The movie doesn't come out till a few months. They still have time to tweak things. So, yeah, just a whole bunch of CGI right there. And there's his little face, and then there's Venom, the title. Oh crud! I wanted to get to a better shot of it. We have to go back. We need the perfect shot. There we go. So I don't know how Tom Hardy's Venom got here. Probably because Venom is kind of controlling him. Just like we gotta fight all. You gotta destroy all the evil, I guess. And I'm assuming this guy's doing something wrong, or he's just an innocent bystander, and he was just at the wrong place, wrong time. I'm guessing. But yeah, Venom's just. You just know this dude is not gonna live through this because this is Venom. Venom does not play. So what Venom is describing here, he's like, I'm gonna eat your arms, your legs, and your face. You're gonna be just basically a torso by the end of this. So it's bad enough Venom. You have a dude, have a thing looking like this, going after you. But the fact that he's describing how he's gonna just murder this dude that'd be straight up horrifying. I would not want to be near Venom if this is what Venom's gonna do. So. Hmm. Hmm. So yeah, the cool thing Venom does is that like he can the symbiote like removes that way it shows like Eddie Brock's under there. So that shows like the two are basically combined at this point, fully combined. So I do like that visual. Yeah. And they say we are Venom, and this poor dude again, just like we saw in the beginning of the trailer, the tease. He's gonna get murdered. And there he goes. He got murdered. Although I did hear the San Diego Comic-Con trailer. It actually showed Venom straight up biting a dude's head off. I don't know how graphic it was, but that's what I heard. Maybe it was this. They may have showed it in its entirety. But, here, of course, they can't show it because this is a public trailer. You can't show people getting their heads bitten off. That's not cool. So, yeah. And he's just gonna act so cool about it after basically, as we presumably, murdering that dude. So yeah, that's the end of the trailer. October 5th. Now, the Deadpool comparison I said. Like, this movie and Deadpool movie are somewhat similar because both are anti-heroes. Both have fan favorite actors portraying these anti-heroes. The two had very bad representations of themselves in previous movies. You know, for Venom, it was Spider-Man 3, and for Deadpool, it was X-Men Origins. Although Deadpool got it much worse in X-Men Origins, because at least in Spider-Man 3, Venom still somewhat looked like Venom. Deadpool and X-Men Origins looked like Baraka from Mortal Kombat. So, yeah. But now the two are getting movies. Deadpool was a huge success, probably because Deadpool's a little more mainstream friendly compared to Venom. I mean, who knows how Venom is gonna do? If I had to make a prediction, opening weekend, will it make Deadpool numbers? Probably not. But I mean, the opening weekend record for October is 55 million. That's not a high bar to, go over. I'm thinking it might be in the mid 60s, maybe 70, if people are interested enough. Probably if I had to guess, it'll probably be in the 70s, which will still be really good for a movie like this. As long as it's not super expensive, it should ultimately become a blockbuster. Because there won't be like a single huge movie until. And Venom's gonna be the first big movie since Mission Impossible Fallout, so it has like a full 2 months. It's like really, because people are gonna be like, I need an action movie, I need a comic book movie, I need something to make me interested. And then you have this, and they're like, okay, let's watch. So yeah, that was the Venom second official trailer. I hope you all enjoyed it. It looks great. Definitely gonna watch it no matter what. So yeah. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I will see you all next time, and I am out.